Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to see the derivation for expression for how to find out the lateral earth pressure in case of cohesive soils. Originally Rankine presented his theory for cohesionless soil which was extended by Russell and Bell for cohesive soils. Therefore, we are going to see this derivation in this video.
So friends, you are watching Mohr circle diagram. In this figure, the diameter of the Mohr circle is sigma 1 dash minus sigma 3 dash, and therefore the radius is sigma 1 minus sigma 3 effective stresses divided by 2. When we add a distance sigma 3 dash to this radius, we get sigma 1 dash plus sigma 3 dash divided by 2. As this soil is C5 soil, so naturally it has y-intercept representing the cohesion C dash, and when it extended backwards to cut the normal stress axis, the failure envelope makes an angle phi with normal stress axis or with the horizontal. So let us go to the derivation. The diameter is sigma 1 minus sigma 3, and this particular failure envelope is tangential to Mohr circle at point D. Radius DC is then perpendicular to the tangent FD. This is the tangent FD and this is radius DC. Therefore, in triangle FDC, angle FDC is a right angle triangle. Then if we consider this smaller triangle, what is tan phi in this smaller triangle? Tan phi will be equal to C dash upon FO. C dash upon FO. Therefore, FO is equal to C dash divided by tan phi, means C dash into cot phi. Now in bigger triangle FDC, what is sin phi? Sin phi is equal to DC, opposite side, upon hypotenuse FC. But what is a hypotenuse FC? Hypotenuse FC is the sum of FO plus OC, and we have seen what is OC, sigma 1 dash plus sigma 3 dash divided by 2, and FO we just now have calculated. So CD is a radius, therefore substituting the values of all in this expression, CD upon FO plus OC, we get sigma 1 dash minus sigma 3 dash divided by 2 divided by FO is C quad phi and OC is sigma 1 dash plus sigma 3 dash divided by 2. If we cross multiply, then what we get is C quad phi into sin phi dash plus sin phi dash into sigma 1 dash plus sigma 3 dash divided by 2. Okay, which will be equal to sigma 1 dash minus sigma 3 dash divided by 2. Now if we open the brackets, then sigma 1 dash divided by 2 minus sigma 3 dash divided by 2 is equal to C dash cot phi into sin phi is cos phi dash plus sin phi dash into sigma 1 dash by 2 plus sin phi dash into sigma 3 dash by 2. Now we will bring the terms of sigma 1 together and sigma 3 together. So sigma 1 dash by 2 as it is minus sin phi, this term will go on here left side, so it will become minus sigma 1 dash by 2 minus sin phi dash into sigma 1 dash by 2 is equal to sigma 3 dash by 2. Okay, because this minus sigma 3 dash, when it will come here, it will become plus sigma 3 dash by 2 plus this term sin phi dash into sigma 3 dash by 2 and plus this term c dash cos phi. So we have just rearranged the terms. Now taking sigma 1 dash by 2 common from this, what remains here is 1 minus sin phi, and similarly if we take sigma 3 dash by 2 common from these two terms, then we get 1 plus sin phi dash and plus c dash cos phi dash as it is. So we can bring this C dash cos phi on left side, because ultimately we want to find out the value of sigma 3, which is lateral pressure. Okay, so after bringing this on left side, we get sigma 1 dash by 2 1 minus sin phi minus C dash into cos phi dash is equal to sigma 3 dash into 1 minus sin phi dash upon 2. So now we will take this 1 minus sin phi upon 2 on this side. So when it is multiplied, 2 upon 1 minus 1 plus sin phi will come here, and then here also in this term 2c cos phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. These 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. So what we will get ultimately is sigma 3 dash is equal to sigma 1 dash into 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi minus 2c into cos phi upon 1 plus sin phi dash. Okay, where we know that 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi is Ka, and it can be shown that cos phi dash upon 1 plus sin phi dash is under root Ka. Therefore, we can write, if sigma 3 dash is equal to Pa and sigma 1 dash is equal to gamma into H, that means at any particular height H, if we are considering the soil element, then the pressure acting of soil above it is gamma into H, if unit weight of soil is gamma. Therefore, sigma 1 is the vertical pressure gamma H and sigma 3 is the lateral pressure Pa. So we can just substitute for sigma 3 Pa and sigma 1 dash gamma into H in this equation. So we get Pa is equal to gamma into H into Ka minus 2c dash root Ka. So just observe the difference. If the soil would have been only cohesionless soil, that is phi soil, then Pa is equal to gamma H Ka. The additional part minus 2c dash root Ka is due to the cohesive part of the soil, or due to the cohesion of the soil. Okay, and therefore the ultimate expression for lateral earth pressure in active state at any height we can write as Pi is equal to gamma into H into Ka minus 2c dash into root Ka.
I hope after viewing this lecture, it is clear to you that how to find out the lateral earth pressure in case of cohesive soils which have both cohesion as well as angle of internal friction.